but I wasn't playing. Well, here we are again, and apparently I have no choice but to play DarkWatch again.
While browsing the game store, the first thing you normally see is the front cover of the game, which is what catches your eye. It pulls you across the room. In my youth, while collecting games, or lack thereof, you grew the incentive to save money instead of buying the first thing you see.
What? I needed it.
Because there was two situations when buying games. The first is if you save your money while going into the game store, you might find a game that you really like the look of, or you've seen it in the magazine, played the demo, or it just looks cool. And it so happens you have the right amount of money to buy it, as it's here, right now, in front of you. I mean, you are standing in front of the shelf. The second situation? Well, you buy a game because it looks cool, but when you play it, it's actually kind of shit, and you hate it. So while gaming, it sits in the corner, staring at you, and every time you walk by it, you shudder, because you remember you spent money on this. Then, as you're playing, you glance over at it and think, maybe, just maybe, this time, you'll actually like it. So you do. You stand up, walk over, grab the game, and the instant you begin playing, you're immediately hit with all the memories of why you hate this game, and sit there and think,
Shit.
but DarkWatch isn't that game. DarkWatch is a game you want to play. DarkWatch is a game you, look at.
DarkWatch is a weird game. What's weird about it? Oh, fuck, Jesus! Where the fuck did you come from? But what makes it weird? Well, you see...
When you walk past DarkWatch, you don't shudder, you get a weird growth.
Oh.
And why is that, you ask?
Because DarkWatch has this. Boobs.
Yeah, DarkWatch has boobs. So it's better for my pecker. You play as a vampire cowboy that kills undead dead things. You're also an outlaw because, well, you can definitely tell that guy's an outlaw. He's also a vampire. It's also a cowboy. Ah, you also have a vampire horse. Who's called Greg.
So how did I come across the game that is DarkWatch? Well, I'll tell ya. If you ask nice.
I first saw the game teased in the official PlayStation 2 magazine, and it looked great, but what exactly caught my attention? Well, let's analyze the page and find out. This is what a standard page in the magazine would look like, with a whole bunch of writing and some screenshots. Well, it's definitely not the writing, because kid me hated reading. Oh, you have a health bar, but they're pretty much in every game. What else? A ammo counter, but they're also in mostly every game. Wait, what's that? It's a crosshair, and under it, ooh, what is this? That is a gun. A gun that is aiming forward. And what's holding it? It's a hand. And it seems we're looking through the perspective of the person holding the gun with their hand. So that means it's a shooty bang bang game. Me want game. Then, later, a demo was available to play. So, I played it and loved it.
So, After some time, I managed to find it at my game store. I bought it, played it for hours because, well, it's a shooty bang bang kind of game. So me like it.
But I hear the shun of quests. What is the game about? Is it a game about stuff that you may like? Or is it a game about stuff that you probably won't like much?
Well, sit back and I'll show you. Don't sit back too far though. Break the chair.
The game begins with the character Jericho that attempts to rob a train what he believes has gold. But little does he know, the train doesn't have gold. Instead, it has evil stuff, like a vault that holds an evil thing called Lazarus, who's very evil and stuff. Now, it also has these things.
So that's a quick look at the game. But now, let's sink our teeth into DarkWatch. What?
DarkWatch is a game about running around shooting the evil undead dead things with a badass arsenal of weaponry made to slay the creatures of the night. The gun designs are amazing and have a gothic aesthetic to them, which is badass and sexy. First up is the revolver. It's a classic gun, but unfortunately only appears in the first part of the first level, which is a shame because revolvers are good guns. Next up is the Redeemer, the standard shooty bang bang of the DarkWatch. It's capable of rapid fire by holding the trigger to deliver holy fire. It has a good mag size with a bladed handle to hand out paper cuts. The Blackfish Carbine is next. It's a long shooty bang bang that has a decent ammo capacity. Its range is great and can one-shot most enemies with a well-placed head remover shot. The stock delivers a nice smack to send enemies flying back to hell, or wherever they came from. Oh yes, baby, my favorite gunny gun, the Argos shotgun. It's a shotgun that shoots powerful shots to obliterate anything it looks at. And the handle has a nice long blade that can literally home run bad things like a freaking baseball. Ever wanted to turn a undead dead thing into a decoration, but also want it to explode like a firework? Well, you're in luck, because here we have the crossbow. Good ammo capacity and extremely accurate, capable of hitting targets at long distances. It also has retractable blades to poke things. Do you like handing out free head removal services? Do you enjoy looking through a scope to see stuff up close? Well, there's a gun for you. It's called the Carson Range Rifle. It's a rifle with a scope to snipe the undead dead things. Pop heads like fruit with this beauty. If the undead dead things get too close, you can smack them away with the stock. Hate seeing them pesky undead dead things on your lawn? Want to remove them from existence by a push of a button because you're too lazy to get up and smack them? Well, there's a gun that makes that a reality. It's called a rail rocket, and yes, it can erase unwanted visitors. But if the explosion isn't enough, you can give them a good smack with the barrel, which causes migraines. What's better than one gun? An even number gun. Here's the dual revolvers. Now, you can shoot even number guns instead of odd number gun. Hand out some serious firepower, and when they get too close, use the dual blades to decapitate them naughty undead dead things.
So, as you can see, you have a nice selection of shooty bang bangs in DarkWatch. What else does the game offer? Good question. The game also offers vehicles like a buggy and a horse.
First up is the horse that Jericho murdered, but became a vampire horse that Jericho now rides in some levels. These parts are a lot of fun, especially since you have full control of the horse. Only thing you can't do is put the horse into reverse. And it doesn't have a handbrake. So now we have the buggy. It's a four-wheeled killing machine, perfect for traversing rough terrain and running over stuff, like undead dead things. You can exit at any time, so it's like GTA, but in cowboy times. So running over stuff isn't bad.
Only 2? At least it's even. So what's... next? Guess it's the enemies.
First up, we have the Reapers, but I call them Bob. They're your standard bum rush enemies that want to smack you with various cooking utensils, and they're pretty much in every level. Next, the Gunslingers. They are your typical shoot-back enemies, and unlike Bob, they have a gun, which they use to shoot you. Later, they use shotguns, which hurt more than the Redeemer. Ever wanted to go out with a bang? Enjoy hearing weird noises before you dead? Well, here's the Kegger. He makes you explode by exploding himself. And no, he doesn't ask for consent. They deal massive damage because explosions hurt. Do you like women? Do you like flying women? Well, here's the Banshee. They shoot purple circles at you that hurt, and they are pretty hot. But don't worry, no one knows you think this, but the table does. Do you enjoy being shot from nowhere? Do you enjoy dying by losing your head? Well, the Rifleman has you covered, and by cover, it means removing you from existence. Return the favor by removing their head first. You know how people have eyes to see? The user doesn't have eyes. Instead, he sees with his belly? See? He can see. But how? Well, go and ask him. You can always tell when there's one nearby. How do I know? No, doesn't mean McDonald's has been ransacked. No, you can tell, since he causes your TV screen to bounce, break the table. Teleporting enemies are fun, especially when they are 6 foot tall and don't like you. Here's the Viper, who clearly lifts. When they get close, they scratch you with massive claws, and can also super jump, which is fun. Last but not least, Lazarus, the big evil vampire lord man undead dead thing. He's the reason the game exists, or the developers made it. When he's free, he lets out a mean fart that spreads across the country that seems to have stunk out Bob's place. So now, he's kind of pissed.
Pretty solid variety of things to shoot. So next, let's have a look at some of the levels that Jericho must fight his way through.
The game begins on a train. Yeah, train level is always good level. This one is a pretty good train level. Then you're riding Greg the vampire horse. This level is also really good level. What level is a good level for a horror game? About undead dead things. That's right, a car park. Nah, just kidding. It's a graveyard. A yard with graves in it. Oh, this is also Bob's place, so remember to wipe your feet. This is also Bob's place. Pretty sure this is Bob's sex palace. A lot of boners on the walls. Also, flying woman, so it's better. The mine is next. You know what makes a good mine level? Poorly lit. Check. Undead dead things everywhere. Check. Guns on the floor? Check. Mine carts? Check. Good mine level? Check. You know, I just thought of something. Even though Lazarus is really evil and causes the world to smell bad and release undead dead things, Lazarus is the cause for the game. But Jericho freed Lazarus by blowing up the vault he believed held gold, but instead screwed the world by releasing the evil powers. So it's your fault for releasing the Bobs to run free and wreak havoc by not paying tax. Think about that for a second.
So that's DarkWatch, a yeah, so DarkWatch, a pretty solid game with a large variety of enemies and locations, not to mention the weaponry you use to battle the undead dead thing. I hope you've enjoyed this video of DarkWatch again. So what's next? No!
So, that's DarkWatch done again. If you enjoyed the video, then subscribe. And if you liked it, then like the video, because that makes me happy, man.